You're watching the Chucktown Wind Report, Tuesday night update for December the 8th. Let's talk winds and weather for Wednesday and Thursday, and I'll touch base a little bit on this weekend as we may have a cold front moving into the area by as soon as Sunday, even into early next week, Monday. But for right now, let's talk about what's going on in the southeast region, and we're still under the influence of a dome of high pressure that's keeping things on the dry side. So we're seeing some overnight northerlies cool things down into the 40s, and then as we get into the daytime, we see temperatures coming back up into the 60s. We could go up to near 70 by tomorrow, as the high pressure sort of waxes and wanes into the coast and off. So once it goes off in the daytime, we see this east or east-southeasterly flow going on. That warms things up, and then overnight, the high pressure slides back over land, and then we get this northerly flow over the area. And that's going to be kind of the pattern for the next 2 to 3 days. So more of a fisherman's delight type of setup as winds and rain and storms, everything kind of, we stay in a very calm environment for the next few days. And then we do have a trough moving in from the west that could could show some effects tomorrow. We may see a trace of rain from this as it slides off to our north around this high pressure. And then as we get into the weekend, we could see a cold front form up along the mid-country and then slide east as soon as Sunday, if not into Monday. And we have a chance of winds coming up then. But for now, for the next few days, we're not looking at very much. Look at the GRE. Here's our infrared. It's sitting high and dry, hardly any clouds over the area, not any rain at all whatsoever. Water vapor imagery, these orange colors represent the driest areas, and we're under that now. We're expected to be there for at least through Thursday, if not Friday. Let's take a look at Datascope for Charleston. Right now we have east winds. Port Sumter, the harbor mouth, we got 5 knots. We have 4 and 5 knots at Sullivan's Island, Isle of Palms, and 7 knots at Folly Beach. Those winds are not expected to climb any more than that. We may have a gust or two touch 10 knots, and that's going to be about it. If we look at our details, I'm pulling the details this time from the Folly Beach Pier for our forecast models, and we can see here not very much in the way of winds. Even with all the disagreement on directions, it keeps all of the speeds mainly down below 10 knots through the week, and then we see an elevation Sunday night late. So we're looking at a southerly increase by Sunday afternoon if everything comes together for a cold front. And looking down at the GFS forecast down below it, if we blow that up, we see the winds starting to show signs of coming up Sunday afternoon. So until then, not looking at very much. Looks pretty variable for the next few days. High tide will be, let's see, for Wednesday, for tomorrow, we'll have a low tide at 12:19 p.m., high tide at 6:18 p.m. We'll take a quick look at the sea surface temperatures and we'll make it a wrap. So sea surface temperatures, I think last I saw was about 59 or 60 degrees. And let's back out. Probably going to stay right around that temperature. It's going to be the average between the nighttime and the daytime. It's probably going to keep these water temperatures right about the same. So we're running about 59 to 60 degrees, and that should remain the same for the next few days as well. So as far as rain chances, we're looking at our plume viewer for tomorrow shows a trace of an inch of rain. Some models bring it up to under a tenth, just under a tenth of rain. And then each day we see a trace possibility, and that's going to be about it for the rain for the Charleston area. So that will do it for the Chucktown Wind Report. And I'll be back on either tomorrow night or Thursday for an update to see what's going to happen for this weekend if things are aligning for a southerly flow for Sunday. Until then, y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching.